We on live. We on live. Let's go. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Live right now. What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. What's good? What's good, everybody? Today's live is going to be a special one. If you're watching this, I want you to know that I attracted you. Now, you may be like, how you attracted me? First of all, I set an intention that everyone who come across this live will receive something good from this live, or they will receive something positive. Okay. Now, this live is not going to be your typical motivation. I'm not here to do motivation as much as I was doing. I'm here to actually educate you. Okay. And today's live is going to be about two things. It's going to be about magnetism, and it's going to be about ancient Egypt. All right. Now, I'm going to start off with ancient Egypt. I'm going to start off with really educating you on some of the things that was taking place in ancient civilizations that they didn't tell you about, and actually that they've been hiding from you. They don't want you to know how powerful you are. They don't want you to know the powers that be. They don't want you to tap into the supernatural. And the reason why they don't want you to tap into the supernatural is because they don't want you having access to the energy of your ancestors. They want all the access to those spiritual realms, and they want you focused on this physical realm. They only want you focused on this physical realm because as long as you aren't aware of the power that you have, you can't tap into it. And one thing that I want to let you know is that, guess what? If you don't think that your nose is there, if you aren't aware that your nose is there, you're going to think that it doesn't exist. If you don't think that it is there, you're not going to think it exists. If you are not aware of it, you're not going to think it exists. Okay? So as everybody starts to come in here, I want y'all to know that we are about to start. I have a whole lecture set up for you guys. I have a whole PowerPoint for you all. I hope you guys are ready for this because this is going to be deep. This is going to be deep. So I'm waiting for everybody to tap in here. How are you guys doing today? How are y'all doing today? How are y'all doing today? I'm trying to make sure we're in focus. Yep, we are in focus. I want to make sure you guys are seeing me and that it is nice and high quality. It looks very high quality from what I can see. Okay. I'm good. How are you? I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. All right, here we go. We're about to get started. Okay, we're about to get started. Okay, so, I'm doing good. What's up? I love you so much. March, hopeful love. Exactly. Okay, so look, let's bring this. Let's pull up the lecture now. Let's pull up the lecture now. Let's pull up the lecture. Okay, hopefully you guys can see this. Can you guys see this? Yes, you guys can see this. Perfect, 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 perfect. Okay. All right. So, I want to make sure y'all can see this really good. Actually, y'all don't need to see all of that. So, maybe I can zoom it in a little bit. All right, y'all. So, listen. Y'all are going to enjoy this. Y'all are going to enjoy this. All right? Y'all are going to enjoy this. All right? So, today's live is about the advanced tech in Egypt. Okay? Now, I learned a lot of this from this book called Decoding the Hive that I want you guys to eventually go ahead and check out. But the first thing that I've noticed is that they have not been all the way truthful with us. They have not been telling us the truth. They have not been showing us what we're really capable of, or what has happened in history, or what has happened in the past. And this is what I'm here for, to educate you. Okay. Now, what I want you to understand is that people to this day still do not know how the pyramids were made. But what if I told you that these pyramids were not made by humans? You see, we fail to realize that there are beings that are not humans but look like humans. We fail to understand that there are beings. I mean, in ancient Egypt alone, the Greek goddesses, in ancient Egypt alone, the deities are half animal, half human. That wasn't a personification. When you learn about the deity Thoth, or Hermes Trismegistus, Hermes Trismegistus is actually a part of Anunnaki. Hermes Trismegistus is an entity that was in Atlantis, that was Sumerian, and that also traveled this way to Egypt and helped build up Egypt. Okay, now let's get into the first one. All right. Electricity. Many archaeologists and scientists believe the ancient Egyptians had electricity. This idea is supported by discovery of light and power sources in the over 4,000-year-old Hathor temple in Dendera, Egypt. I could have said that wrong. Now, the reason why we're talking about this is because, you know, they make it seem like the white people found the lights and they discovered electricity. Who's the guy? Thomas Edison? Thomas Edison discovered electricity. No. Black people discovered electricity well before its time. Well before its time. Hold on, y'all. I'm just trying to check. I'm checking TikTok, making sure we good on TikTok. TikTok, how y'all doing over there? I'm checking y'all comments. TikTok, how y'all doing over there? Okay, boom. I can see y'all comments now. All right. Hold on. Want to make sure y'all can see these pictures. All right, y'all good, TikTok? Okay, great. Now listen. They want us to believe Thomas Edison founded electricity. No. Electricity was here and founded by black people, Egyptians, well over 4,000 to 5,000 years ago. Right? And that's my thing. Am I frozen on TikTok? Hold on. Okay, y'all can see me. So the reason why I'm talking about this is because we have to understand this, all right? Many archaeologists and scientists believe the ancient Egyptians had electricity. Now, if you look at these pictures right here, this is light. This is a light bulb. This is a light bulb right here. This is proof that the Egyptians had light before Thomas Edison. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because we have to understand our ancestors. We have to understand our people. We have to understand who we are and the ancient gods and what we was able to accomplish, because they keep trying to write off our history. Okay. Now, this isn't a long presentation, a very short one. This is simply on advanced technology and electricity. Okay. Now, as you can see right here, these are the light bulbs, and these are replicas of it made. Because some people may be like, well, how would you know what it is? Da, 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 da. You can see the actual replicas made, right? So let's go to it. Next one. We not only discovered ancient depictions of these technologies, but also found some of the actual devices. There you go. There's the proof. An example is the 24-year-old Baghdad battery uncovered in Kujat Rabu, Iraq. I could be butchering the names. So this is proof right here. The battery is found. So you can't say that, oh, it's not proven. It's not this. It's not that. They're always going to try to write off our history as if it's not proven. It's proven because they found the actual pieces. All right. And then these batteries found throughout ancient Babylon have been proven to work using just water and salt. There was more lights found in the temple of Isis. Look at here. Look at this. Lights. And as you can see, I think it's so funny how they continuously try to make it seem like serpents are negative energy or serpents are negative. But it's like, look at how they use the serpent to kind of show the light. Okay, but you can see the drawing right here. You can see it, a replica, a real made version of it right here, portraying out light. Portraying out light. And this is the battery. This is the battery that we're talking about. The battery uses just salt and water. Why do you think that every time people make these cars that run off of just salt and water or energy, they end up getting killed, or they end up disappearing, or we never end up hearing about it? Why do you think so? They don't want us having access to this, because once you start having access to things that are just used off of salt and water, you no longer feed into their capitalism. And when you no longer feed into their capitalism, they're never able to make money off of you. And when they can't make money off of you, you become a problem. Everything is about them capitalizing on us. Okay? And this is Isis wearing the lights right here. Isis is depicted wearing a light on her head with bulbs in front and behind her. One person is holding a bulb, and the two closest lamps show a symbol for electricity, similar to the one we use today. This ancient symbol represents electromagnetic energy and is linked to the God who has embodied the power of earth. Clearly, Egypt was ahead of its time and had access to electricity before our white rulers at the time claimed to have discovered it. These are the Egyptians, for people that's coming in a little bit late. We are supposed to be living off of our land. Exactly. The thing about Mother Earth is Mother Earth has given us everything that we need to live. But what they have done is they have stripped us of some of our natural resources, or have miseducated us on our natural resources, and have made us think that we can only live on man-made things. If there is a wisdom in the earth to create grass so the cows can eat, and then for the cows to end up shitting, and the shit is a fertilizer for the soil, it's all connected, and it's all meant to work in a system, an ecosystem. But the people who have been wanting to capitalize off of us, they've been fucking up the ecosystem in order for profit. Okay? And it's funny because you got the word profit and then you got the word profit. You get what I'm saying? So look, this is the main one that I wanted to show y'all as we got into this. The main thing that I want, thank you for the heart, Jen. The main thing that I wanted to show y'all is that Egypt had aircrafts before the Wright brothers. Now, I don't know if you heard, but a lot of people said that the Wright brothers made the first plane or discovered the first plane. Am I tripping? I know this is a bug, but am I tripping? Doesn't this look like a helicopter? And then look at this. Doesn't this look like planes? These look like the futuristic aircrafts right here. Come on now. Come on now. This look like damn near Mr. Jetson type shit. Helicopters. Helicopters, planes, jets. This look like a jet. This look like an aircraft, like a futuristic aircraft. This look like a helicopter. Aircrafts, planes, and hovercrafts. The Egyptians had advanced technology, including time crafts, okay, planes, submarines, helicopters, and hovercrafts, as shown in the clear carvings found in the ancient cities of Abydos, Egypt, or Kemet. Now, my thing is, for something to be so ancient, Even the fact that they have a drawing of the concept shows how advanced they were, because how many years ago was this? 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 60,000 years ago. You see, the Bible will try to make you think that it was only 6,000 years ago so it can fit in the time frame of the story of Jesus. But this is not the truth. The ancient Egypt has been here, or ancient Egypt was a civilization that was over 65,000 years ago. And you may say, how do we know that? And I'm going to tell you how we know that. The way that we know that is because of the fact that if you look at the Sphinx has water damage on it that shows that water damage had to happen over 60,000 years ago. Over 60,000 years ago. But they want you to believe the timeline that they're telling you, as if Egypt didn't last as long as it did, or that it only was in the timeline of what the Bible has planned for us. Thank you, Genesis. Thank you, Genesis. Okay. Now, the reason why I'm talking about this, and I'm going to go more in depth in my mystery school. So if you guys want to join my mystery school where I teach more of this, all you have to do is DM me. Or if you're on YouTube, you can click the link in my bio to join the mystery school. You see, I have a calling. I have an anointing, a destiny in my life to educate our people. All right. You see, we've lost people like young Pharaoh. We've lost people like Rashad Jamal. And honestly, I feel like these people were attacked. I feel like they took our black leaders and then they gave us new black leaders who aren't actually here to enlighten us. For God's sakes, people are looking at NLE Choppa for spiritual advice. You guys are looking at people who are in the system, who are working for the elites, the Lucian Granges, working for this music execs. You got to stop looking up to rappers. Pay attention to people who are in the front lines of the masses and say, how did you get there? Because last time I checked, anybody that's actually trying to push the African American people forward are actually being torn down or taken down. So I'm talking to you about this because I need you to start listening to your independent artists. Somebody that I recommend is Chantress Seba. And I'm going to show you a picture of her because you guys should support her. I think she's a beautiful spirit. When I listen to her music, I can tell she has the voice of an angel. Cleo Soul, Snow Allegra. Hold on, let me show you who's Chantress. This is Chantress. This is Chantress right here. These are the type of frequencies that you should be listening to. If you're listening to NLE Choppa, who is teaching you how to be overly sexual, if you're listening to people who are promoting materialism, you have to expect that these frequencies will affect you. So this is something else that I want to teach you, okay? Hold on, let me. This is something else that I want to teach you, all right? The main thing that I want to teach you, hold on, I'm trying to get a white light for y'all. The main thing that I want to teach you is I need you to be more aware of the subtle energy around you, okay? And the reason why I'm telling you to be more aware of the subtle energy around you is because I feel like a lot of y'all haven't really tapped into all of your energy because you forgot about the energy that you hold. All right, let me show you something. Everybody has an electromagnetic frequency. Everybody has an electromagnetic frequency. Everybody has an aura. All right, let's bring this up. Everybody has an aura. Okay, now here's the thing about you. Nope, I don't even like that one. Let's use this one. Let's use these. Everybody has an electromagnetic field. Everybody has an electromagnetic field. Everybody has energy. But the problem is that, like I said, if you aren't aware of your nose, you are going to think that it doesn't exist. And the reason why I'm telling you about this is because a lot of you have energy around you that just because you haven't become aware of it, you haven't been able to use it. And this is why I say that they are trying to set us back years. Think about the things that our ancestors knew in Africa. And think about the things that we are struggling to know. For God's sakes, they were building aircrafts. Motherfuckers was hovering, levitating. Their amulets were built with crystals. And now they switched them out in this new day and age with diamonds that have no benefits. They know what they are doing. They are taking every little thing away from you that could possibly amplify your energy and are feeding you things that are either dulling your energy or completely removing it away from you. Okay? And this is why I continuously tell people, use crystals, stop buying diamonds. You're only buying diamonds because they've been promoted to you. You're only buying diamonds because, let's talk about it. Let's talk about why you buy diamonds, all right? First of all, I want to let you know that the people that buy diamonds the most is actually the Black community, but it was introduced by Europeans. And then the Europeans got us hooked on diamonds and then started to wear plain Jane gold and silver. Do you see the switcheroo there? Do you see what I'm talking about? If everybody on this live can allow me to get to 100,000 likes on TikTok, I will really appreciate that. First of all, I do want to say that I am extremely grateful for you even being here and listening to me, because guess what? You could be feeding into all of the illusions that they want to feed you, but instead you decided to be awakened. All right. I'm not here to entertain you no more. I mean, I am entertaining because I'm educating you, but I'm not here to just entertain you. I am here to educate you. I'm here to teach you. I'm here to level up your frequency and level up your mind by teaching you the science, the spirituality, and the facts. I'm not here to tell you what I think. I will sometimes, but I will literally determine and tell you when I'm giving you an opinion and when I'm giving you facts. And everything that I just told you about Egypt was facts, okay? Now let's get into it, all right? Another thing I wanted to get into, and this is going to be on my school. Like I said, y'all, if you want to support the cause that I'm doing and you want to help me elevate the youth, especially the African American youth, the African youth, and learning more about themselves, go ahead and join my mystery school. All you have to do is DM me. I will be putting up multiple lectures. And the first lecture that I'm putting up after this ancient Egyptian one is the Orishas. How many of you guys have ever heard about the Orishas, the African deities? How many of you guys ever heard of that? The Orishas, okay? Now, I'm going to show you now. So listen, I am going to be very honest with you and tell you the way that I found out about the Orishas. And I'm going to tell you a story, okay? And I want you to listen to this. Your ancestors will always find a way to come get you. That's the first thing that I want to tell you. Your ancestors will come and find you and get you if you allow yourself to be gotten, okay? Now, what ended up happening to me was I was scared of our magic. I was scared of voodoo because the Europeans told us to be. They told us to be afraid of our magic. They told us to be afraid of ourselves. And the main thing that I want you to understand is that if you ever watch the TV show Lovecraft Country, then you know what I'm talking about. The TV show Lovecraft Country was actually canceled after having so many nominations. You may say, what is Lovecraft Country? And we're going to get back to the Orishas real quick. What is Lovecraft Country? Okay. This is the TV show Lovecraft Country right here. All right. Now, they banned this TV show and they canceled this TV show because of how much truth was in it. And this TV show actually mentioned the Orishas. The specific Orisha that they mentioned was Oya. All right. I ain't gonna lie. My presentation skills so good. You would almost think that this is pre-recorded, but I'm live right now. Anyways, and I got the quality. Man, I'm so proud of myself. Anyways, let me get back on point. Anyway, so Lovecraft Country was a TV show that was produced by Jordan Peele. Now, we know Jordan Peele has funny ways of being able to tell truth in his films, just like the story Get Out. In the story Get Out, Kanye West even claimed that that was his story, because in the story Get Out, it was Europeans taking over black people's bodies and using them as harborers for souls and spirits that they put into them. Now, getting back to Lovecraft Country, Lovecraft Country is specifically about a man who ends up finding out that he has a bloodline. And this bloodline is actually connected to magic. Now, funny enough, when he found out about this bloodline, everybody said, "You finna be doing magic, boy?" Like, in the TV show, it was actually a time of still segregation in sundown towns. Now, the reason why I'm telling you about this, and again, like I said, if you guys are looking to learn more about this, make sure you guys DM me to join the mystery school. Every person that joins the mystery school continues to allow me to teach these lessons in these lectures. All right. I need you guys' support. Unfortunately, I'm not looking to go into the mainstream media, but I'm looking to do things independently. I do not want a white male funding me. Okay. So let's finish. All right. Lovecraft Country talked about how the main character here, Atticus, was actually a part of a bloodline that had white people in it. Now, as you can tell, we all know that they were procreating with black people, and they started to create what people say mulattoes. Okay. Now, what I want you to understand is, in this show, after he found out about his bloodline, he had magic. He had the ability to cast spells. His blood was access to a ritual that was called the equinox. Stick with me now, because that the whole main point is that our blood is powerful. Our blood can open portals. Our blood can open gates. Our blood can do many powerful things when it comes to the spiritual realm and the energetic realm. Okay? Now, what I want you to understand is that he decided, I am going to learn magic to protect my family. And the reason why was because he started finding out that the white people were doing magic. But it never dawned to him that the magic belonged to the black people first. So in his head, he thought that the magic belonged to the whites, until he had a dream. And in his dream, the ancestor came to him. And in the dream, the ancestor told him how, when they were slaves, they would run in the woods and they were actually raped by their slave owners. And then the slave owners took their magic and then made them afraid of their own magic. Now, what I want to tell you is, I don't think that this story is too much fiction. I think this story has some truth to it. And I want to tell you that you have been taught a religion that did not belong to your people. You have been taught to forget where you are from. You have been taught to be afraid of your own ancestors when they show up to you. And honestly, I'm not going to lie, they were genius when they did that. Make them afraid of themselves, and they will never open up that book. They will never learn. Okay? The TV show is called Lovecraft Country. All right? Now, the reason why I'm bringing up Lovecraft Country is because in one episode, now listen to this, you guys may be like, oh my God. In one episode, they had to sacrifice a goat and use the blood of the goat to be able to put protection on their heads. And we all know they put the blood on the third eye. Now, I'm not telling you to go out there and go kill a goat. I'm not telling you to do that. But I'm making you aware that they had to use their ancient magic to protect themselves from their oppressors. And then when the oppressors found out that they learned magic, the oppressors said, where did you learn that from? And then here's another thing that I want to tell you. in Lovecraft Country, there was a white woman in the show named Christina who couldn't do a spell to make her immune to death. She basically wanted to live forever. She couldn't do the spell without Atticus' blood. She couldn't do the spell without his blood. And this is what I'm trying to explain to you. They raped our people. They stole from our people. Because the things that we could do, they couldn't do it without us. All right? So now, getting into the 7 Orishas. All right? Now, I want you to know that the way that I found out about the Orishas, I had a dream. Okay? And in this dream, and here's how ancestors will show up to you. I had a dream. And make sure y'all follow me and y'all run up the likes and subscribe. So I ended up having a dream. And in this dream, a lady in yellow and a lady in purple came to me. Okay? Now, as you can see, the lady in purple is right here at the edge. Right here at the edge. And the lady in yellow, this is more than 7. Let's get a picture with just the 7 Orishas. Let's get the picture with just the 7 Orishas so you guys can kind of see clearly. We'll do this. We'll do this. This is a little bit, I would prefer a better picture, but we're going to stick to this. This is nice. This is nice. Okay. Okay. So, a lady in purple and a lady in yellow came to me in a dream. Now, at the time, I was not educated on Orishas, and this is how I know this is real. Because most of the time, people would say that you had a dream because you was thinking about it. No. How can I have a dream about something that I wasn't even aware of? How can I have a dream about people or Orishas or deities that I never even seen before, let alone know their name? And this is why I'm educating you on this. Because my job as Ori is to educate people and to help people get in alignment with their destiny. Now, I'm going to be real with you. I've had many people try to get me to focus on money. I've had many people to try to get me to focus on followers, to focus on clout, and to focus on doing things that I don't want to do for success. Now, it's no disrespect to them. They're playing the game, and everybody has their way. But something in my spirit never felt right. I always felt like I had to come as my true self and everything will follow. Okay? Now, in this dream, you see the lady in yellow right here. And in this dream, also, in my dream, there was a lady in purple. I'm not seeing Oya in here. I'm not seeing Oya in here. Let's go back to the original picture. I'm not seeing the original picture. Let's just go back to this picture, okay? So, at the time, I had went to a store and I ended up getting this African Oracle deck. Let me show you what the African Oracle deck looked like. Let me show you what this is what the deck looked like, okay? At the time, I just, not knowing nothing about the ancestors, I just picked it up because it was a black woman. And I hadn't seen a tarot deck with black people. Now, what ended up happening was I knew nothing. I thought it was just a nice drawing. I ended up having a dream about this deity in yellow and this deity in purple. And this deity looked at me and said, "Do you know your mother?" And I said, "No, I don't. I don't know my mother. I don't know who my mother is." Right? And then later on, I end up tripping out with one of my friends and I tell her about my dream. And she's like, "Do you know who that was that visited you?" And I'm like, "No." She says, "That was Oshun." I said, "What?" I said, "Who is Oshun?" Oshun is an African goddess. And she is based in Yoruba, which is Nigeria. And yeah, those Orishas, they are pretty, right? And then she said the purple was Oya. I said, "What?" I never even knew nothing about them. and I started to do more research. Now, let me tell you how the story progresses, right? I then pull a card and I get Nana Baluku. Let me show you Nana Baluku. This is Nana Baluku, okay? I ended up pulling this card, Nana Baluku, right? And I'm going to show you how your ancestors will speak to you. And in this situation, in this card, right? Nana Baluku talks about allowing yourself to be mentored. So I knew something new was coming into my life. These ancestors are popping up, da-da-da-da-da. Now, let me tell you what ended up happening. I came across a lady, all right? She was not a positive lady. Her name is, should I say her name? Her name is Coach Stormy, all right? I'm going to say her name because I want you guys to know the story. Now, listen, despite what this lady has done to me, I am grateful for how my ancestors retrieved me through this, and I'm going to tell you guys this story, all right? So, in my opinion, Coach Stormy is not a good person, all right? That's just my opinion. If you resonate with her, that is you, all right? But I'm just making you aware. I'm just telling you my story, all right? So when I ran across Coach Stormy, I knew nothing of African spirituality. She knew nothing of me. All she knew was my name was Sticks at the time. After she found out that my name was Ori, and this is how I'm going to tell you how your ancestors come into your life. Her office was filled with African artifacts from the Dogon, all of that, right? After she found out that my name was Ori, she had so much excitement. Oh my God, your name is what? Do you know how powerful that is? Do you know how this and this and that? Yes, Stormy Wellington. Oh my God, do you know how powerful that is? What? Do you what? Right? And I'm like, what does that mean? I've been going by Sticks. She's like, Ori is a powerful name. And I'm like, I knew nothing of that. I'm about to show you guys. I mean, think about it. The word Orisha has Ori in it. Now listen, stay with me, y'all. Stay with me. I want you to stay with me because I'm telling you the story, all right? Now, what ended up happening was Stormy Wellington told me about African spirituality. And she told me that Europeans like Grant Cardone were using things like Scientology. And the reason why I'm telling you this is because everybody that you see up there, they're using some kind of magic. And then they're making the masses afraid of their own magic. Now, the reason why I'm telling you this is because you have to become aware of what is being used against you. And you have to become aware how to use your own energy. Now, what I didn't know at the time was that I had a big destiny. And what I didn't know at the time was that other people can try to take your destiny and that other people can try to take your energy and take your ashe. Can everybody comment ashe for me? Can everybody comment ashe for me? Thank you very much, Beauty and More. Now, the reason why I'm talking about this is because you may not know you have ashe. Ashe is a magical force, a magical energy. It's not just a term to say amen or, end of the prayer. Ashe is also a term that can be magic. I have ashe on my tongue. Ashe is your magic, okay? Now, what this lady did was one of the worst things that ever could happen in my life, but one of the best things that could have ever happened in my life. She did a ritual on me. And what she ended up doing was trying to switch heads. Now, a lot of you guys may not know that there is a such thing as destiny swapping. A lot of you guys may not know that there is a such thing of destiny swapping. Beware of destiny swappers. Protect your path and potential. African American facts not taught in public schools. Okay? What is destiny swapping? Destiny swapping involves someone recognizing your potential and attempting to exchange or intertwine their path with yours, siphoning your energy and opportunities. It can happen to anyone who is talented, smart, and magnetic, often attracting people who want to celebrate or support them. How destiny swappers operate. Swappers recognize your greatness early, often before you do. I'm telling you guys, be careful who you allow to touch your head. And you guys have to understand, at this time, I had 400,000 followers on TikTok. TikTok was just becoming big. My crystal shop had started blowing up. You get what I'm saying? I could go on live for an hour and make $1,000 to $2,000. And for her, that was very powerful. All she could see was money. All right. Now, I told y'all, I'm not here to give you little, small, base, stupid shit anymore. I'm here to actually educate you on what's going on in this spiritual realm, because that's what my destiny is. And I apologize to every single person who I haven't been living in my destiny, because they had me confused and they had me thinking that I should be chasing followers. When in reality, when I myself and my authentic self, I will attract the right people who are for me. And that's what I want to do. I'm not here to try and become the most famous person. If that happens, that happens. I'm here to influence people and to become one of the most impactful people. I'm not here to sell myself out. I'm not here to do shit for views. Thank y'all for the gifts. I am here to wake up the masses, and that's why my name is Ori. Now let me finish this and I'm going to explain to you what Ori means, okay? So, what is destiny swapping? I already said it. How destiny swappers operate. She saw my gifts. She saw who I was. She said, "Oh my God, your name is Ori?" They attach themselves to you, downplay your achievements, and feel jealous while trying to hijack your goals. Their aim is to siphon your light, acting like a parasitic entity that feels unnatural. This person even sexualized me. Okay. But besides that, I don't want to even go in deep into that. This is all about just you and learning from my story. Okay. Signs of destiny swapping. So after I got fired from working with this lady, what I noticed was that I didn't have my own voice anymore. Everything that I was hearing was her voice. I didn't have my own voice. Everything was her voice, her voice, her voice. I couldn't hear myself. And at the time, I was a big spiritual teacher on TikTok. 500 people, 600 people watching my live. And what would happen is that I would be the teacher to teach you how to keep your mind in order. But here I am losing my mind. And I'm like, this is crazy. I've built up my mind to be this strong thing, yet my mind feels weak. I felt like my head was getting attacked and I knew nothing of it. I thought I just got fired. I knew nothing of it. It felt like every day thoughts would beat me up. You're not good enough. You're not this. You're not that. You're not that. And I'm like, wow, I've never experienced this before. I've always been super positive. Now let's continue. You might start missing opportunities and facing unnecessary challenges. I had started facing money problems after her because what she started to do was she started to manipulate my business. This is what she did. She said, "Put your crystal shop in my office and just have my employees ship it out." Little did I know she was trying to have my business in her room so she could control me. Right? And then it went from, you don't have to pay to have your crystals here. Then it went from, you got to pay $300. Then it went from, you got to pay $1,000 a month. And I'm like, whoa, where did this come from? I thought you wanted me to be better. I thought you were trying to be my mentor. Right? Let's finish. Signs of destiny swapping. Increased self-doubt and obstacles in your path. Unusual coincidences, repeated patterns on unusual coincidences, such as someone mimicking your behaviors or downplaying your talents. People may overstep your boundaries, engage in love bombing or mimicking your actions. I remember when she went viral for the plate shit, there was one lady who went viral. She had like 50,000 likes. And she said on her TikTok, there was this young TikTok girl that Stormy had around her. And what ended up happening was she stole all her information from that girl. And at the time, I was naive. I didn't think of it like that. But how is it that the people on TikTok would notice what was going on before I was? Anyways, let's finish. Protecting yourself. Y'all run up the likes on this live. Trust your intuition. This is an energetic phenomenon. So trust your gut feelings about people and situations. Set boundaries, clearly define. Examples of destiny swapping. A person might see the potential in a budding artist and try to hijack their persona, copying their style and ideas. In a workplace, a colleague might mimic your work style and achievements, try to take credit for your ideas and success. Okay? Now, the reason why I'm bringing this up, because I want you to understand that I know you say that's sad to hear, but it's not a sad story. Because the one thing that she made me aware of, and her father made me aware of, because her father was the one doing the rituals. The thing that she made me aware of was that I was powerful. You see, at the time, I didn't understand what I was doing at the age of 21. I didn't understand that making 6 figures at 21 was a big deal. I didn't know that. And I didn't even think that I had anything to take. Right? And in that year, I went from just being spiritual to having an actual practice. And that practice entailed me to be honoring my ancestors. Now, funny enough, the Orisha that was given to me was Obatala. Now, Obatala, and as long as I speak of my ancestors, I will always be protected. Now, Obatala is the only Orisha that is androgynous. When I learned that, I was like, whoa, that's crazy. I didn't know about the other 7 Orishas or the other 6, or I didn't know that. But look at me, right? People may say, you look like a boy and a girl, right? And I say, I'm androgynous. Now you may say, what does it mean to be androgynous? I won't focus. Guess Obatala don't want to be in the camera. You may say, what does it mean to be androgynous? Androgynous means that you carry both masculine and feminine traits. Now, what you want to understand is the reason why Obatala is androgynous is not because of LGBTQ. It's not because of all these new letters that they are making nowadays in this agenda. He is both man and woman because he has lived so many lives. Obatala is the eldest and wisest Orisha. Obatala is the one who crafts the Ori of everyone. I'm going to get to Ori soon. All right. Now, listen, y'all. Again, like I said, if you are interested in learning these type of things and you want to actually participate in my lectures, you want to watch my lectures, you want to study from me, I actually have a university online. I have an app too, where you can learn everything that I'm teaching. All you have to do is DM me and I'll be able to send you the link to Styx's Mystery School. I want to let y'all know that she didn't want me to create my school either. She didn't want me to create my school. She said, why are you creating your school? You da-da-da-da-da. The school is the best thing that I've ever could have done. All right. So let's talk about Obatala. All right. Let's talk about Obatala. This is Obatala. Now, as you can see, Obatala is depicted wearing white. And the reason why Obatala is depicted wearing white is because Obatala represents purity. Obatala does not ever wear black. Obatala is what made you link with her in the first place. I found her at the mall. Listen, let me tell y'all something. I was supposed to experience that. Before I get into this, I want y'all to understand, do not feel bad for me. Do not feel bad for me. The ancestors told me, allow yourself to be mentored. And this is something that an African priest told me. She said, sometimes the enemy will take you to the finish line. Come on. Sometimes the enemy will take you to the finish line. Do you know what could have happened to me if I went on in my life making millions of dollars and not knowing who I am, not knowing my ancestors, not knowing where I'm from, not knowing what my name means? It was a setup. Because guess what? The only way that I could cleanse myself of the destiny swapping was to go and work with my Orishas. It was to go and study. Because after I got fired, I didn't know that I had that on me. It took me to go get a reading. And when I got the reading literally said, somebody has come into your home and has stolen something from you without you knowing. I'm like, what? I thought this person was trying to help me. Oh no, somebody tried to switch heads with you. And I had to get my head cleansed. Now, before we even get to Obatala, let's go back to Ori. Let's go back to Ori and let's talk about why this person wanted to attack me the way that they did. Okay? Now, what I want you to understand is that, let's do a better picture. What I want you to understand is that, and then everybody has an Ori, okay? And the reason why I'm telling you this is because this is going to explain why I'm on your screen right now, okay? So, everybody has an Ori, and you may say, what is an Ori? Hold on, the phone, I think it's lagging. Okay. Your Ori is your head. Your Ori is your mind. Now let's think about the Matrix, okay? Remember now what I told you from the beginning of the ancient Egyptians. Our people knew about these things before our oppressors took them from us, all right? So a lot of y'all are learning about the movie The Matrix. A lot of y'all are seeing that The Matrix has a bunch of numbers, right? Let's pull it up. Okay? A lot of y'all have seen this before with the numbers and the letters and things like that, right? You see that 1010, right? Do you know that in this African spirituality, it is binary code? It is numbers, right? And in the Matrix, they talk about open your mind. These people have taken everything that they know from our people, from Black people, from African people. All right, let me show you what I mean. Binary code. Binary code. Do you know how in the Bible that there are scriptures and there are stories, the story of Genesis, the story of Joseph, the story of the African spirituality had that also. But this is actually one of the oldest spiritualities. This is why you see the seven angels, Archangel Michael, Archangel Uriel. Archangel Uriel is just Shango. Okay? Archangel Uriel is just Shango, but they have whitewashed our deities. They have whitewashed our deities, okay? Now, let's finish, okay? So, your Ori is your head. You have to protect your head. And the thing about Ori is that it is your destiny also. Because guess what? If your head isn't on right, you can't achieve what it is that you're supposed to achieve. All right? So what I need you to understand is, remember when Erykah Badu would go into these BET red carpets with her head covered, right? Let me show you something. Remember this? You remember this? She would wear all of these head covers. You don't see Erykah Badu's head much. She may wear her braids, she may wear her plaits, but you don't really see her head much. Because she understood that when I'm around these entertainment people, these industry people, I need to protect my Ori. All right? Now, let me go ahead and pull up a little article for you to better explain what Ori is. All right? Go, here we go. Ori is a Yoruba metaphysical concept. Ori, literally meaning head, refers to one's spiritual intuition and destiny. It is the reflective spark of human consciousness embedded into the human essence, and therefore is often personified as an Orisha in its own right. So now imagine this lady finds me and she's like, your name's Ori? You're basically named after an Orisha, and none of your family members know about this. What does that mean? Why is your name Ori, but nobody in your family know about this? And then she was like, where's your family from? Oh, my family's Jamaican. Ah, you're from the islands. Interesting. You got something in your bloodline that you don't know about. And that's why I resonated with Lovecraft Country so much. Let's finish. So, it is believed by Yoruba religion that human beings are able to heal themselves both spiritually and physically by working with the Orishas to achieve a balanced character, or Iwapele. When one has a balanced character, one obtains an alignment with one's Ori, or divine self. Now, think about this, right? I've always been teaching about spirituality. But now, this is why I say you need to do research on where you're from. Because now that I've done research on myself, I can now see why my destiny is to educate. Because if Ori means consciousness, and if Ori means divine self, it makes sense why most of my work is surrounded around people finding out who they are, finding out what they're from, finding out their strengths, and finding out how to use the power of the mind. It makes sense. Right? So let's finish. When things are not going right, Ori should be consulted. And to make things right with Ori, your Ori should be appeased. This is because whatever one becomes or whatever one happens in one's life is as destined by Ori. And one thing that I want you to do is that you can talk to your head. You see, when you find yourself wanting to be alone, that is your divine self, your higher self saying, I want to talk to you. When you know, the way that you appease your Ori, or you give your Ori healing, thank you for the gift, Jen, is by spending time by yourself. Because when you spend time by yourself, you are able to hear your Ori. You see, if you're finding yourself with a lot of negative thoughts, your head is getting attacked. You may very well have something or someone attacking your Ori. Now, let me tell you how I protect my Ori. I don't allow just anyone to do my hair, because that is one way that people attack you. One thing that I've noticed is that I have a girlfriend, and she told me that her ex tried to entangle her locks in her lock. And this is something that you have to be careful with. Do not be entangling other people's hair in your hair, because that is a part of their Ori. And you don't need their destiny getting entangled with yours. You cannot have everybody cutting your hair. I cut my own hair. The only person who could touch my hair is my mom and my girlfriend. I do not let everybody touch my hair. You see how the moment I started talking about certain people and certain things, I started to cover my head a little bit just to make sure that I was a little bit more protected. You get me? I want y'all to create an altar, and I want you to start speaking the name of your ancestors. Do y'all know that when you do not honor your ancestors, you're stopping yourself from having energetic help from the other realms? For example, my father has passed away, right? And I remember sometimes when you do rituals, or sometimes when you do your rituals, don't be afraid of the word rituals. Sometimes when you do rituals, you have to appease your ancestors. Your ancestors need something in the spirit realm to help you. Somebody said the need for protection invites the idea of an attack. So does that mean that you're going to leave your car door unlocked because locking your door means that you are inviting people to rob it? Let's be for real now. Let's not be ignorant. Let's not be ignorant. Let's not be ignorant. Does that mean locking your house door means that you are inviting a burglar Let's not be ignorant. Okay? Let's be for real. Let's be for real. There are entities and things out there attacking. This life is not just love and light. All right? I learned that very quickly. I thought I had a mentor. I had a attacker. All right? So let's be for real. Okay? All right. So, leave the front door unlocked and sit and wait in the dark. Yeah, like, what are we doing here? There's things you cannot see that you... And thank you. This is why I wear my crystals. This is why I protect myself. This is why I wear my amulets. This is why the Egyptians wore their amulets. This is why the only business that I have, all my businesses are surrounded around spirituality. I have a crystal shop and I have a school. That's what I do, okay? Because it is my identity. So what do you cover in your magic class? You call it a magic class. In my mystery school, what I cover is I educate people about ancient history. Everything that you see me talking about in this live is what you can see in my mystery school, okay? I teach people about the power of the mind. I teach people about science, okay? So the next thing that I'm going to be talking about on my live, on my classes is neuroscience, all right? What you have to understand is that they are hiding knowledge away from you. Like, let's talk about the fact that most of our black people, our ancestors, our melanated people, Latin community also. And don't think just because I'm talking about this, I don't like white people. Trust me, I do not think that way. I don't think that way, okay? But what I want you to understand is that they don't want you to believe that manifestation is real. And this is something that I covered in the school also. So let's talk about it. Ooh, this is a good live. This is a good live. All right. So they don't want you to know manifestation exists because they want you to have a very practical mentality. As long as you are only thinking about this realm, this video game, this GTA realm, you will never try to go beyond this realm. And as long as you're not going as long as you're not going beyond this realm, then you are going to stay stuck in this realm, stuck in this 3D. Now, the thing that I don't like about the spiritual community is that it has been infiltrated. Okay, in 2023, according to numerology, spirituality became very popular and a lot of people started grifting and finding ways to make money with it. Everybody's giving tarot readings now. Tarot became such a popular topic to do on TikTok. And that's why I stayed away from tarot, because you couldn't dictate who was really doing it for pure intentions or who was doing it for money. And this is something that I recognize. And I want to let y'all know, and I'm going to read to y'all what my intention was before I joined this live. Okay? Because I want to let y'all know that anything that you need to do, you need to focus on energy and intention. As long as you're focused on energy and intention, you will have your way. So this is what I wrote right here. It's kind of, y'all can't really see it, but this is what I wrote. Before starting this live, I would love to set intentions. Everyone that comes in this live will leave with something positive and beneficial to them. I will talk about magnetism and ancient Egypt. And I wrote in purple ink. As you can see, I'm wearing purple. All right. Purple is royalty. Purple is knowledge. Purple is wisdom. All right. So this is what I want to tell you about manifestation and why manifestation is actually real. Okay. So manifestation has actually been proven by the CIA and NASA itself. Now, I'm going to show you a little document, but I'm not going to really be able to show you it. I can only break it down for you. But this is from the actual CIA.gov website. Okay? Now, CIA.gov has a document called the Gateway. All right. And I want to let y'all know that if you join my mystery school, I have already broken down this whole project, this whole thing that they did. But I'm still going to give you something to leave with for this live. So in this Gateway project, they talked about how to manifest. And I'm going to teach you how to do it today. And this is actually connected to a lot of things. How do I join the school? All you have to do is DM me and I will send you the link. Okay. Now, the way that I've understood this is when you see information that is constantly saying the same things, that is the truth. Just like when you go to the religions, the stories that you constantly see the same are the truth, okay? So now let's talk about it. Joe Dispenza is a person that I recommend also studying from. I've studied from him myself, and he has a powerful birthday, and his teachings are real. It makes you realize how much of this is a matrix, okay? It's an online school, yes, and you can watch things on your own timing. So, and we also do meditations on there. So, what I started to notice is when I was doing Joe Dispenza's teaching, Joe Dispenza is a doctor in neuroscience. Joe Dispenza, okay? Let me show you who Joe Dispenza is. He has the book Becoming Supernatural. This is Joe Dispenza. He look crazy right here. I ain't gonna lie. But Becoming Supernatural. This is his book. This is his book, if you ever heard of it, all right? So, the reason why I say that his book has a lot of truth, you guys run up the likes. I would love for us to get to 100,000 likes. I haven't hit 100,000 likes in like years. So, his book speaks a lot of truth because when I read this Gateway Project 2 years ago, a year ago, I started to notice the similarities, right? And one of the similarities was talking about in order to manifest, you have two aspects of your brain. You have your subconscious and you have your conscious brain. Obviously, you know that, right? Now, your subconscious brain is the aspect, the part of the brain that actually manifests things for you. The conscious part of the brain is the brain that suggests things, okay? Now, what I want you to understand is that your brain has a natural security system in it. That means that when you start to tell your brain, I am wealthy, I am successful. Hold on, it's freezing a little bit. Okay. When you tell your brain, I am wealthy, I am successful, your brain doesn't exactly believe it all the way when you say it. And the reason why is because that conscious part of your brain, let's think of it as a bouncer, as a security, right? When that conscious part of your brain is awake, when you tell it a new thought, it's like, nah, don't believe it. Nah, not real, not gonna happen. It's very logical. So you have a logical part of the brain and you have a creative part of the brain. The logical part of the brain isn't really easy to accepting new thoughts and new beliefs. This is why sometimes when you're trying to manifest, when you're at your most conscious self, it doesn't work. But this is how you do it. And this is why people tell you to manifest when you are going to sleep. When you are going to sleep or when you are meditating, okay, you want to lull yourself asleep. Because when you lull yourself asleep, that logical side of the brain goes off. And when that logical side of the brain goes off, the bouncer, the security leaves, and you are now able to enter and put whatever you want in the club. All right? So you may say, how do I lull myself to sleep? The way that you lull yourself to sleep is do not lay down. You can lay down, but I don't think you should lay down because laying down is a risky game. Like you might actually go to sleep. What you want to do is you want to sit up. And when you sit up, you want to close your eyes and you can continuously manifest what you want, continuously visualize, continuously do it. And what you're going to, or you can listen to a frequency and you're going to start to feel yourself lulling asleep. And when that logical side of the brain starts to come down and the walls of logic start to come down, you are now able to imprint an idea in the brain. A good example of this is the movie Inception. How many of y'all watched the movie Inception? How many of y'all watched the movie Inception? If you watch the movie Inception, then you know what I'm talking about. Inception talks about how Leonardo DiCaprio plants ideas in people's minds or extracts ideas from people's mind. Now, the way that you plant an idea in people's mind is, number one, you do it when they're unconscious and you do it when they are emotional. You have to use an emotion to drive that idea deeply. Okay, now let's go back to the Gateway Project and what are the experiments that they did. So the experiment that they did was They got someone to sleep in a room, close their eyes, and they put like this brain scan thing on them, right? And what they did was they told one person, one test subject, I want you to imagine that one of your arms is inside of a cold bucket. All right. And I want you to feel that emotion. I want you to imagine it. And he's falling asleep. Right. And then what happens is that he starts to feel this emotion so well that when they tested the temperature of one arm, it was regular temperature. And when they tested the temperature of the other arm, it was lowering in temperature. Now, my thing is, how powerful is your Ori? And you just didn't know it. This was happening. This project was happening in 2003. In 2003. And manifesting just became popular. Thank you, Shima. Just became popular. What other gifts and abilities that we have that we don't know about? Huh? This is exactly what I'm talking about. Now, another thing that I want to talk about is magnetism. Okay. Now, this is something that I want to make you aware of. How do I be my most magnetic self now that I learned about energy? Thank you, Sheena, for the bracelet. How do I be, it says June 1983. See, look, even further, June, all right? So, it was approved for release in 2003, but it was studied in 1983. Thank you for catching that. It was released 2003, right? A day before 9/11 in 2003, which I think is kind of interesting. And it was written 1983. So, now this is what I want to talk about. How do I be more magnetic now that I'm understanding energy? Now that I'm understanding this gift and this talent that I have? Now, let me tell you something. It is through the heart. Okay? Now, you may say, what do you mean through the heart? Mind, heart, coherence. Your mind and your heart have to be in alignment. Now, what I want you to understand is that something that you can use to get this mind and heart in coherence is your spine. Meditation. Now, some of y'all may be like, meditation? Like, everybody trying to get me to meditate. What's meditation gonna do? Trust me, I thought the same shit. I thought, what the fuck is meditation gonna do? I know how to manifest. No. Meditation is not to just get you woosah. Meditation is how you get your energy in harmony. Okay? Now let's talk about it. You may say, what do you mean my energy in harmony? Remember that picture I sent you? Remember that picture I showed you where I talked about the electromagnetic field? Remember that? This is what I'm talking about. This right here is what I'm talking about. What's the best guided meditation on YouTube? I have a guided meditation in my school that is specifically from Joe Dispenza. Well, what I would recommend is looking up some of Joe Dispenza's meditations on YouTube. The only thing is that those people on Joe Dispenza on YouTube, they're chopping some of his meditations and randomly putting it together. So if you are interested, this is another reason why I offer what I offer, so I can have all the resources for you. I have a full-on hour meditation on my YouTube, and we do them live sometimes in the morning. If you want to join my school, all you have to do is DM me. And I want to let y'all know that every person that joins the school, you guys are supporting me and allowing me to do this more often, okay? So I do want to let y'all know that I appreciate every single person that joins, every single dollar that goes to that school. I want to let y'all know that. So now that we're talking about the electromagnetic field, what I need you to understand is that when you come across certain situations and you allow them to stress you out, that stress is putting you in a survival mode. I'm sure you heard of this before, okay? So the reason why I'm telling you this is because every time you react, you're putting yourself incoherent, okay, in an incoherence. And I actually took notes on this today. And when you are incoherent in your energy and in your mind and heart, it stops you from being able to create. Now, when's the last time you actually took the time to create in thought? When's the last time that you actually said, you know what? I'm going to close my eyes and I'm going to imagine what I want. Answer my question. When was the last time that you did that? When was the last time that you closed your eyes and you imagined with emotions what you want to achieve? Because that's creation right there. When's the last time? Answer my question. When was the last time you did that? Last week. That's far. Come on, comment down below. A long time. Come on, keep coming. Last night, today. Somebody said hello. A long time ago. A while back. Years. Whoo! Never. Whoa. Last night. Okay. Weeks. Now, let me tell you why this is important. Do you know that when you are not consciously creating, you're probably receiving a lot of shit coming up in your life, like this thing's bothering you, this thing is this thing is that. Do you know that when you don't create your own reality, or you're not taking the time to do so, they're giving you randomly generated realities? And that's why you're getting shit that's not all the way bad, but it's not what you want. And then you know what happens when you get this randomly generated reality that's being thrown to you, this random script. Thank you for the rose, Liv. This random script, you know what's happening? You then start to react to it emotionally. And then your aura, thank you, Amber, for the Halloween. And then your aura, your electromagnetic field, starts to get out of harmony. Somebody said, who's they? This simulation. This matrix. This game that we're in. We are in a video game. What do you think happens when you don't give your Sims character something to do? What do you think happens? They start doing their own shit, random shit. When you don't give your Sims character an action, they start doing random shit. Like, I didn't tell you to do that. They start mating and shit. You get what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to tell you is that it's important for you to create your reality daily. And the reason why it's important for you to create your reality daily is because soon you are going to experience things that's not what you asked for. Now you may say, how do I create, Ori? How do I get my energy in harmony so it's flowing like this right here? This one up top right here. Let me tell you what to do. All right. If you're in my mystery school, you're going to do the meditation, but I'm still going to tell you what to do regardless if you're not able to join the school or you just don't want to. So this is what you do. You go on YouTube or you get you some, like a nice sound meditation, right? Something that like a sound or something. And you're going to close your eyes and you're going to keep yourself focused, okay? Now, the problem is that a lot of y'all start meditating, and this is okay. It happens. The problem is a lot of y'all start meditating. And once you start meditating, you start to drift. Now, that is normal. That is perfectly fine. What you want to do is every time you start to drift, you want to bring yourself back. And every time that you bring yourself back, that is a win. That is success, okay? Now, when you close your eyes, what you want to do is you want to visualize the things that you want to experience. And you want to have a very big emotional reaction. The more emotions you give this, the more power you give it, okay? Let me say that one more time. The more emotion you give it, the more power you give it, okay? Because think about it. The reason why negativity is in your life is because you keep reacting to it. You get annoyed, you get upset, you get angry, you lash out. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said, damn, this is difficult. My brain keeps jumping every 2 or 3 seconds. That's because they made you like that. With the internet, they're always attacking your dopamine, giving you all these video games, giving you all the social media where every time you swipe, it's like a casino type effect. So I'm telling you right now, this is the key to do it. again, like I'm saying, if you want the full meditation that Joe Dispenza uses, you guys can join my mystery school. You may say, how do I join the mystery school? For my people on YouTube, it is in the description. For my people on TikTok, all you need to do is DM me. Okay. Now let's get back to magnetism. Okay. So how do I get more magnetic? How do I make myself, and magnetic is not just attractive in a beauty type of way, even though, as you can see, my skin 6-7 months ago, my skin did not look like this. My skin looked like internally what I was dealing with. And this is something that I want to talk to y'all about. Please, I need you to cut out all the sugars. I need you to cut out all of the unhealthy shit. And the reason why I'm telling you this is because these things are purposely used to attack your energy. The food is a weapon. Thank you, Lady Rose, for the rose. The food is one of their weapons. You're thinking it's just, oh, I used to eat this as a kid. No, they attacked you as a kid. And they put these sugars, they put the prime drinks in front of the kids to get them to take in these artificial foods that calcifies the pineal gland. I literally ate sugar for only a week, and I was so addicted. Every day I needed a drink. I just kept craving and kept craving and kept craving. So if you want to become magnetic, the first thing that I recommend you do is change the diet. Change the diet. So one thing I started doing is, I'm not saying you have to go vegan. That's not what I'm saying. Okay? I'm not saying that you have to go vegan. What I'm saying is that just make sure you're eating real food and not artificial shit. I also say be careful with caffeine. Okay? I'm not completely like cut away caffeine, and I'm not completely like drink caffeine. Moderation is key. But what I've noticed with caffeine is that it affected my sleep. And when your sleep is affected, your brain health is also affected. Okay? And if your brain health is not at its optimal level, you're not able to create. Again, remember, the key is to be able to magnetize and attract things and create the things that we want in our life. You see this glow that you see on my face? It's from herbs. It's from tea. It's from diet. Okay? So if you say that you want to become more attractive, more magnetic, look at what you're ingesting. Okay? Now, I want you to understand that you don't have to make a complete turnaround. If you want to, I love that for you. You probably one of those people where you're intense. You're probably a Scorpio, where you're like, I'm going cold turkey. Or you're probably an Aries. All right? But start by taking little things out. Maybe that sugar drink that you keep drinking, maybe them juices that you keep drinking, even check your coconut water. They're starting to add sugar into the coconut water. So make sure that your coconut water is actually 100% organic coconut water, because they're starting to make it sugar water. You feel me? Now, another thing that I want to talk about too is, and this is something that I'm going to start doing. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I actually want to start doing image consulting, which is helping people transform. Now, I've learned about saunas. I've learned about the herbs. Another thing that I think you guys should be taking is moringa, lion's mane, magnesium. Okay? Start looking into adding minerals into your diet. Adding these minerals into your diet will for sure give you more energy. You ever seen those people who are just Energizer bunnies? You ever seen those people who are Energizer bunnies, right? The Energizer bunnies, to me, tend to be the most attractive, energetic people. And here's something that I thought about. Those Energizer bunnies have more than enough energy to transmute, to create things. The reason why you're not able to create at a high level is because you lack energy. You lack energy. So what do I need to do to raise my energy levels? Exercising. Exercising. Now, we all know exercising is overall going to make you sexier. But exercising will also amplify your energy and your aura. And if you want to glow, the sauna. Woo! Ooh, listen, let me tell you something. When you get out of the sauna, you see this little glow right here? The sauna will give you that immediately. The sauna will give you that immediately. The sauna will give you that immediately. So I'm telling you right now, start going to the sauna. The sauna will also detox you 20 minutes, 3 times a week. 20 minutes, 3 times a week. Okay? Another thing that I want to talk to you about when it comes to magnetism is understanding human psychology. Now, how many of y'all are music artists, entrepreneurs, YouTubers, or your career deals with being around people? Go ahead and answer that question. How many filmmaker? Okay. All right, I see you. Artist. Okay. Yes. Bro, can you stop attracting me? I can't. Yup. All me. Hairstylist, painter. Okay. Now, let me ask you something. How much of your success deals with you being likable or attractive? Do you see the name of this live? If you're watching this live, I attracted you. Okay? Now, this live is me telling you about how to take full advantage of your energy to attract the things that you want. Okay? Photographer here, your camera quality, thank you. Oh, we got some haters in the live. That's cool. I attracted you the way you did. I can't. So let me tell you something. If your career deals, I'm going to teach you something right now, all right? Everybody drop a number. Everybody drop the number 11 in the chat. Everybody drop the number 11 in the chat. I'm going to teach you something a little bit about numbers too, okay? Now, this is what I want you to understand. The way that you can attract more people into your life is by understanding human psychology, all right? What I need you to understand about life is that no matter how you may want people to be, you can control you, but no matter how you may want people to be, they will never be how you want them to be. And you have to maneuver to the psychology of people. You can get people to do what you want. And I'm not saying that in a mean way. I mean, simple as you want people to watch your videos. You want people to like your lives. You want people to listen to you. You want people to listen to you. If you have a message, this is something that you need to learn. Okay? Number one, what you need to learn is that when you are communicating with people, you cannot stay in one tone of voice. Because if you stay in one tone of voice, people's attention will naturally falter away. If you stay in one tone, you see how boring that is? Do you see how boring that is? Okay. Now, the reason why y'all may say, what makes you qualified to learn this? Let me show you one of my mentors. The legendary Les Brown. Now, you guys may be like, who is Les Brown? Les Brown is a legend. If you know Les Brown, you know Les Brown. I learned a lot of my speaking through Les Brown. He was one of my mentors. Okay? So the reason why I'm bringing this up to you is because I learned about speaking. This is why it's been almost an hour and a half and you're still here. In a day and age where most people cannot even watch a video for 2 minutes straight. Think about that. So now let's talk about it. Make sure y'all write notes on this because this is in one of my classes, but I'm giving it to y'all for free. I'm going to give y'all game. And by all means, if you feel like this is what I want to learn more, then take it. But if this is something where you're like, oh, I didn't know I needed that, I'm going to take it, then all means. At the end of the day, my intention was for everybody to gain something from it. So I'm going to give you this game, what I learned. So when you're communicating, you do not want to stay at one tone of voice. What you want to do is you want to maneuver different tones. Because think about it. When you're telling stories, when you're talking to people, if you're talking to them in this very monotone voice, it's not interesting. How many times have you went on somebody's live or went on somebody's YouTube and you find it like, oh, it's just so boring. Oh, I don't like their voice. Or you was watching a video and it was an AI voice. And because the AI voice, you were like, oh. You was like, this isn't calling me. The reason why was because the soul, I'm reading some of my comments. The sound of the voice had no soul. Another thing I want to teach you too is learn how to connect with the person by touch. Okay? Something that I've noticed that the best networkers have done, and again, I'm telling you this, if this is you, you need to learn how to network because your job requires it. You know how they got that sound? I'm going to touch your hand when I say this. Listen, when you greet someone, you can give them a little touch, nothing too crazy. That's why most of the time when you see men greet each other, they'll either shake their hand or they'll touch their shoulder. How are you? Or how are you? You want to initiate touch. You want to know their name also. Another thing I want to say is you want to ask them questions. Okay? Now, let me tell you why. Everybody wants to talk about them. Everybody's damn near a narcissist and want to talk about them. They want to talk about what they've been through and how my day is going and not everybody's going to stick around to listen to that. We almost at 100,000 likes. But you know what people will stick around to listen to? You asking them questions about themselves, because in this day and age, most people aren't good listeners. So that is one way you can already set yourself apart from people. When you ask them questions about themselves, they're going to think that they had such a deep bond with you because you listened. You get what I'm saying? And most people don't listen. And a lot of times you can decide to share if you want to, or you don't share if you don't want to at all, because we have to understand that there is a realm of work and there is a realm of private. You can determine who's worthy of learning about you, but start asking questions about people. I want you to take this practice tomorrow, because tomorrow is going to be a 3-day. 3 is the number of communication. What I want you to do, no, not tomorrow. What's tomorrow? One. It's going to be a 1 day, a double 1 day. It's okay. You can do it tomorrow too. So what I want you to do is tomorrow, I want you to go out and I want you to start conversations. Yo, I love that shirt. Where'd you get that from? Yo, where are you from? Start asking questions. A question is the best way to start a conversation. A question is the best way to start a conversation. Trust me. The reason why is because it puts the ball in their court. All right. Another thing that I want to tell you too is eye contact. Where my Scorpios at? Where my Scorpios at? Where my Scorpios at? Exactly. Eye contact is so magnetic. And let me tell you something. The people who have the most magnetism, you can see it in their eyes. And let me tell you why. When you are present in the very moment, y'all see these eyes? When you are present in the moment, your eyes will have a certain glare. You're born my birthday, Domo. I'm October 23rd. That's crazy. So when your eyes are present, when you're present in the moment, let me say this one more time. Let me slow down. Check, I'm about to do the magnetism trick. Right here. When your eyes are present, and when you are present in the moment, there will be a spark behind your eyes because you are all the way here. But the thing about it is that when you're not all the way here, people can see that. Do y'all see I just did it? Do y'all see I just did it? I said, when people are here, I talked in this tone, and then I said, people can hear that. You see that? That is an example of keeping people entertained, keeping people in your, see, when you can keep people listening to you, when you can keep people attracted to your energy, when you can keep people looking at you, you are harvesting an energy. Now, what you do behind that with that energy is your business. I'm not teaching you this to be negative, Because look, what I'm doing with your energy is I'm giving you something for your energy, for your attention. So that way, when you leave this live, you feel like you got something, okay? Somebody said, God, can you teach faster and right? Am I teaching slow? I thought I was teaching pretty fast. Oh, you're talking about me. God can teach you fast. Oh, I should have never even answered you, child. You sound ridiculous. Anyways, so when you are staring people in the eyes, right? And I don't want you to be weird. Don't be weird. Because this not attractive. Some Scorpios, I ain't gonna lie. Some of y'all Scorpios, y'all be like this. Y'all be like, y'all gotta chill with that shit. You giving maniac. You're giving maniac. What you want to do is you want to give a soft gaze, like a soft, like, I'm focused on you. And you want to listen. And sometimes what you can do is, this is something that I learned. This is what you can do. You can repeat back the things that people are saying to you. I'm not telling you that when somebody says, I like the color red, you be like, you like the color red. No. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that when you're having a conversation with someone and you want to learn what they're really about. So when someone says, you know what, I've just been really focused on myself. I've been really focused on leveling myself up. I want to get this new job, What you want to do is you want to talk to them. You know what? Like, I really love that. I really love that you're really focused on this new job. And it's like, this new job is going to force you to become someone new. That's how you repeat what someone is saying back to them. And then what they're going to do is, yeah, they're going to add on. Now, here's something else that I want to teach you, okay? This is psychology. And I want to tell you that magnetism takes a lot of patience, because it's also going to require you to be detached. It's also going to require you to not determine your value based off of their response. Is this interesting to y'all? Is this resonating with y'all? Should I keep going? Let me know. Should I keep going? Thank you, Laisha. Okay, great. So, what you have to understand is that you don't want your validation. You don't want your self-worth, your value. Thank you, Earth Angel, to come from someone else's response, because then you have no magnetism at all. Your magnetism has to come from all the self-work that we was talking about. The eating early. Thank you, Earth Angel. The eating healthy. It has to come from the doing the sauna, doing workout. When you're maintaining yourself like this, you're going to have a level of pride about yourself. You're going to be like, I went to the gym. I went to the sauna. I've been taking care of my skin. You're going to have pride about yourself. And then what's going to happen is these people are going to feel it from you, right? And instead of having this aura about you and then you're very self-indulged, you're like, yes, how are you? Where are you from? And they're going to be like, damn, this person got an energy about them. Where are you from? How are you doing? Oh my God, I love that city. Tell me more. I've been wanting to visit there. You see oh my God, I love that city. I've been wanting to visit there. You see the difference in vocal? You get what I'm saying? Another thing I want to talk about, and this is a hack right here. This is a hack. Listen real good. This is a hack. Another thing that I want to talk about, I just did it. Another thing that I want to talk about is when you're on a date with someone or when you're talking to someone, you know, there are certain characters where these people may see how much you glow and they want to assert themselves over you. All right. Now, what I want you to do is to figure out what's going on with people and to not give people validation, because there will be people who want validation from you and will try to suck validation from you. What you want to do is when they start talking, don't nod. Just sit there. Right? And that's going to give you power, because these people are going to be like, you know what I mean? Like, right? What do you like? They're going to be constantly trying to get your validation. They're going to, right? Like try to egg you to be like, yeah. So when they're like, you know, I just feel like this will be a great idea. And you're like, and they're like, and you're going to hear the insecurity. But if somebody is really confident in their belief, they're going to be like, I know that this is what I need to do. I just know it. And you don't have to say a thing. They're going to be like, that's why it's just like, they're going to have a level of surety about them. But when people are not confident, they'll be like, you think I look good? Like this dress looks all right. And their statement will be like in a form of a question. Another reason why I want you to stay silent after people are yapping, because they're going to be like, oh my God, I wanted to go to the mall. And then you're silent. And then you're silent. And then they're going to keep talking. You're going to be like, oh my God. They're going to be like, oh my God, I want to go to the mall. You're silent. Because I want to get this. You're silent. You know what? Actually, I want to. You're silent. Now, I'm not telling you to be silent the whole time, but notice how when you don't speak in between them, they will keep going. Thank you for the gift. They will keep going and going and going. They like, because the silence, if they have good intentions, even if they have good intentions, sometimes the silence will make them uncomfortable. You get what I'm saying? And then, and then they may get a little insecure. Like, do you care? Like, just like you said. You know what I'm saying? So, listen, y'all. I just gave y'all a lot of information. I actually study psychology. I've been studying psychology since 12th grade. Another thing that I want to say is that your birthday also dictates how magnetic you are. And let's just say, if I were to teach you more about this, would you like that? Would you like for me to teach you more about this? Would you like to have this advantage over people? Right? Let me tell you what you got to do, okay? Number one, we're going to look at your birthday, all right? If your birthday has an 11 in it, if your birthday has a 5 in it, baby, you is sexy. If your birthday has a 3 in it, if your birthday got a 3 in it, you is yapative. You is yapative. Yeah. Okay? If your birthday has a 20 in it, okay? And if you are interested in learning more about this, I do have a class. And the class is called Unlocking Your Magnetic Charm. And what I do is I teach this psychology. So if you enjoyed a lot of what I've been teaching you today and you're like, damn, I need more, only if you give a fuck. Like I said, I recommend this for people who are born on those days that I said. But I also recommend this for the people who have businesses, for the people who have to talk in front of people, for the people that are on YouTube, and for the people that are looking to be models. You need to learn how to work a room. You need to learn how to work a room. So if you are looking for more information and you enjoyed what I did today, I want you to go ahead and DM me and say, hey, I want to join your magnetism class. I enjoyed what you did. And I'm just adding extra shit. But you know what I'm saying? Somebody say you left us hanging. How I left you hanging? Somebody said, quick question. How deep does psychology get? How deep? How much is it? $99.91. $99.91 one time. And you can get the class. Now, we talk about charisma. We talk about body language. We talk about using your own energy. So another thing too is, how can I use my own birthday and my own energy to be more magnetic? I'm going to give y'all one tip with the birthdays. If your birthday is on the 11th, if your birthday is on the 20th, if your birthday is on the 29th, the way that you can use your magnetism is by being more animated, because you're a very animated character, but also using your emotions. So when you're talking to people, or when you're giving speeches, or when you're giving lectures, or you're talking on YouTube, the more you talk about things that are emotional, the more people are going to be drawn in and the more energy you're going to receive. Okay. So like I said, if you're interested in learning more about magnetism and you're interested in taking my class, because one thing about it, I'm 24 years old and a bitch is educated. Hey, listen, I ain't gonna lie. I got pride in the fact that I am educated. I study. You get me? So DM me right now on TikTok or DM me on Instagram if you are looking to join. Now, here's the problem. There's one problem. Not everybody gets in. And this is why I'm telling you that when you ask me to join the magnetism class, you have to send me your birthday. I'm sorry. I forgot to say that. When you DM me to join the magnetism class, you have to send me your birthday. Because if your birthday isn't really like on that spectrum, like there's some birthdays, I'm not gonna lie, like if your birthday got a 7 in it, don't be mad. You still may be eligible because it may be other factors, but I'm not gonna lie, them people with them 7s, y'all be awkward. Y'all be awkward. Like y'all be like, I don't want to talk to nobody. I just want to be by myself. I just want to, and it's like, bruh, it's going, then y'all gonna be like, it don't work. No, nigga, you don't like talking to people. You don't like talking to people. So, like I said, and I know I read y'all, like I said, if you are interested, if you are looking to join and you're like, I need more, or that shit was so good, DM me below in my TikTok or my Instagram and say, Ori, I want to join your magnetism class. Remember, it's $99.91. If you are not trying to pay today, don't join today. Don't DM me, okay? All right? Because I got to go through all these people's birthdays. Don't waste the time, all right? But if you are like, you know what, when I get the money, I'm hit you up, that's fine. 7 in the month or date. Now, you asking too many questions, Sheena. Sheena, you asking all the questions. Are you asking a lot of questions, Sheena? You want me to give up my sauce. You want me to give up my sauce, Sheena. You trying to give me to give up my sauce. The last thing that I'm going to tell you guys about before I hop off. But the last thing that I'm going to tell you guys before I hop off, you guys got to support black businesses, okay? The last thing I'm going to tell y'all is make sure to check out the Crystal Shop. The Crystal Shop is in the link in the bio. You see this necklace that I'm wearing, like I told y'all earlier about the ancient Egyptians. Let me show y'all real quick. Egyptians actually wore amulets. Hold on. Egyptians, this is not it. This is it right here. Egyptians actually is not letting me DM. DM me on Instagram. So, let me comment my Instagram. My Instagram is at Oriana Manhertz. That's my Instagram. That's my Instagram right there in the comments. Oriana Manhertz. All right. So, a lot of y'all don't know, but ancient Egyptians were actually wearing these crystals as amulets. Another thing that you guys don't know is that when the deities had statues, they would use tiger eyes for the eyes. One of the main crystals that the ancient Egyptians were wearing was lapis lazuli, as you see here in this blue. Carnelian, obviously you guys know gold. Gold, okay? So I want to show turquoise was another one, as you can see right here. Turquoise is right here. Lapis lazuli, all right? They also made a lot of their pieces in lapis lazuli, okay? So make sure you guys go ahead and check out the Crystal Shop. The link is below. The link is in the bio. And make sure you guys go ahead and cop y'all some crystals. Now, what I will do before I get off, if you guys want me to help you pick out the best crystals for you, all you need to do is DM your birthday. DM your birthday and I will help you figure out what is the best crystal for me to get. Okay? I don't know if you guys are if y'all fuck with that. But this is what I'm going to do before I get off. Okay? I'm not Egyptian. So if you want, this is the time now. Do you have Chevron Amethyst? This is the time now. Yes, this is the time now where if you comment down below your birthday, I will tell you what is the best crystal for your birthday. Oh, December 16th. You got the same birthday as Kai Cenat. So if you're born December 16th, I would recommend Super 7. The day that your birthday adds up to is 7. Okay? Damn, it's a lot. I want to let y'all know real quick. I don't mean to be rushing, but every time that I do these, the crystals tend to sell out. So what I want you to do is that when you find out what you want, just be quick to get them. Because I find that when people hear me saying it, they tend to rush and get them. Okay? So I'm going to hurry up and say y'all birthdays, but understand they sell out very quickly. All right? So the 1st of March, Since you're born the 1st of March, I recommend red agate if you're born on the 1st, if you're an Aries, red agate if you're a Leo. I also recommend carnelian. Carnelian is also another great one to get. June 7th, Super 7, amethyst. The link is in the bio, y'all. Super 7, amethyst. Amethyst. This is Chevron amethyst like I talked about. June 17, 2006. Oh, you got a money birthday. Pyrite. Pyrite is good for you. I would also recommend moss agate. Moss agate. Moss agate is great for money, abundance. I would also get the necklaces. If you guys are interested in necklaces, I also have necklaces. Like I said, the link is in the bio. If you're born on the 28th, you are definitely money oriented. If you're born 1998 or 1986, I would recommend Tiger's Eye, okay? Tiger's Eye. Tiger's Eye. The reason why is because if you're born 1998, that is the year of the tiger. If you're born 2000, I recommend Dragon's Blood. Dragon's Blood, Dragon's Blood. You say July 6th. If you're July 6th, I recommend flower agate. I recommend flower agate, flower agate, flower agate. Also, what I recommend is rose quartz. Rose quartz. Rose quartz. Another thing I want to show y'all too is we just added some new bracelets. As y'all can see, let me show y'all. We got bangles. Bangles in this motherfucker. We got bangles in here, okay? This, now Sunstone, real quick, I'm gonna finish everybody. Sunstone, this is great for people born on the 5th, people born on the 23rd, people who are Leos. Thank you, Queen. People who are Leos, this is what Sunstone is good for. The reason why is because Leo is connected to the sun. Sunstone is connected to the Leo. It's connected to people who love to be the center of attention. Also, if you are not a Leo, but you want to be more in the center of attention, this is also a great crystal to use, okay? 2002, I would recommend Tiger's Eye. 16/7/2000, Super 7, baby. Your birthday got hella sevens in it. Super 7, amethyst, and labradorite. Damn, y'all crashing my page. No way, y'all crashing the fucking page. That's crazy. Y'all see what y'all doing? God damn, y'all crashing the page. I ain't never seen that happen before. Super 7. Okay, if you're born the 7/16 or 16/7, labradorite is another one. Labradorite is another one. Labradorite is a great crystal that I recommend if you deal with overthinking, if you deal with nightmares, okay? June 4th, or if you're born on the 4th, November 4th, June 4th, what I recommend for you is fluorite because you're a hard worker. Fluorite. I also recommend clear quartz because sometimes being born on the 4th, you can struggle to have a little bit of an open mind. So I would recommend also getting clear quartz. Let me show you guys the necklaces too. November 8th, 1990, Tiger's Eye is what I would recommend for you. Let's see, Tiger's Eye, and then I would also recommend Golden Aura. This is another one I would recommend for you. October 25th, 2000, Super 7, labradorite, chalcedony. Chalcedony is another one I recommend for you. Okay, March 10th, 1999. Ooh, you was aggressive, motherfucker. You was aggressive. I'm typing aggressive. What I would recommend for you is carnelian. I got y'all. God damn. Y'all selling this shit out, Lord. So another one that I would recommend, March 10th, 1999, I would recommend carnelian. I would recommend sunstone. I would really recommend this necklace for you because you tend to have a lot of fire energy, okay? A lot of fire energy. Now, if you're looking to kind of calm down that fire energy, then I would recommend amethyst, something a little bit softer. I would recommend lapis lazuli. Today, 1993. Today, your birthday today? Okay, I got to do you. Okay, so today is September 30th. You're very talkative, so I would recommend lapis lazuli for you too, but your attention span struggles a lot. So I would recommend Tiger's Eye, or I would recommend fluorite. You see this one? Ancestral protection. If you feel like you've been being attacked a lot lately, this is the crystal for you. If you feel like you really take on other people's energy, okay? Now, another one, hold on. I got to show y'all the necklaces. Before I keep going, y'all got to see the necklaces. Like, y'all don't even know what we be doing. This is the one that I was talking about that the Egyptians would use, lapis lazuli. Lapis lazuli, okay? Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. This is another one for my master manifestors for the, I need one for my B-Day. What's your B-Day? This is another one for the people that are looking to amplify their manifestations. We have selenite, garden quartz. Garden quartz is one of the best crystals to manifest. October 3rd, lapis lazuli, fluorite. Lapis lazuli and fluorite because you got a short attention span. Fluorite because you have a short attention span. 9/27/06, you're going into a money year, so I would recommend for you, because you're going into a money year, I would recommend pyrite for you. Pyrite or what else would I say? Moss agate or citrine. Moss agate or citrine. Look, these are what the necklaces look like. Just for people that's wondering, this is what the necklaces look like. January 4th, 1987. Okay, so I would recommend Tiger's Eye for you because you're born the year of the tiger. All right? And you're also very fucking hardworking. So Tiger's Eye is literally the only crystal that I would recommend for you. November 13th, I would recommend fluorite for you. And I would recommend Tiger's Eye for you. And I would recommend clear quartz for you. All right? Now, you guys may say, what's a good crystal for home? I will put selenite in the home. 9/28/89. Wow, that's a powerful birthday. What I would recommend for you is moss agate, all money crystals. All money crystals for y'all. All money crystals, moss agate. The link is in the bio to get these crystals. I couldn't hear the message today, 1993. Lapis lazuli for 9/30/1993. Lapis lazuli. How is my content reproduced? TikTok, stop playing with me. So lapis lazuli is something that I would recommend. Lapis lazuli. Another one that I would recommend for you also is blue agate. August 3rd, 2001. You're very emotional. So what I would recommend for you is blue lace agate. I would also recommend for you pink tourmaline. Which one for 3/16? March 16th, Super 7, amethyst and labradorite. Super 7, amethyst and labradorite. October 23rd, sunstone, pyrite, and moss agate. July 20th, very emotional. So I would recommend pink tourmaline, because you're very emotional. This is another one of the necklaces too. You could get this one. Pink tourmaline. I would also recommend labradorite and also Herkimer diamond. Y'all. June 5th. For June 5th, I would say sunstone. Listen, y'all, I want y'all to go through these specific sections. Go to the crystal bracelets. As you can see, we got Herkimer diamond on here, just so y'all can see what the rings look like. I got you. January 27th. I got you. Herkimer diamond. You can see what the bracelets look like. So look, Chalcedony is great for all the emotional people out there. Okay. January 27th, 2000. You're a Capricorn. I think you're a Capricorn. No, you're not a Capricorn. What I would say for you, born 2000, you can be very emotional and very aggressive. So what I would say for you is red agate. I would say carnelian, right? And then I would also say amethyst, because you're Aquarius. March 21st, 1988, dragon's blood, baby. Dragon's blood. You're born the year of the dragon, and you have a lot of money energy, so I would also recommend pyrite. Remember, y'all, the link is in the bio to check out the crystal shop, all right? And use the coupon code DRAGON in all caps, all right? March 31st, 1999. Very hard working. You're born the year of the cat. I would recommend Tiger's Eye. I'd recommend Tiger's Eye for you. And then I would recommend Herkimer Diamond. I had to think about it. October 22nd, 1986, born the year of the tiger, Tiger's Eye. Tiger's Eye, Tiger's Eye, Tiger's Eye. December 5th, 1984, you're born the year of the rat. I would say Sunstone for you. You got that fiery energy too, so I would say Carnelian and Fire Agate. You see how all of them are red? You see how all of them are red? Exactly. Already did Carnelian. All right. July 11, 2002, Emotional, Pink Tourmaline. Pink Tourmaline. Pink Tourmaline, Pink Tourmaline, Pink Tourmaline. Also, I would recommend Labradorite. No, it's not a rabbit. It's a cat. August 2nd. August 2nd. Got a lot of aggressive energy. Carnelian. Red Agate. Red Agate. Anything that gives warrior energy. Yep. Boom. This the one. This the one for you. This the one for you. This the one for you. Listen, y'all. I'm about to get off. But if you have any other questions for what crystal to get, go to my crystal shop and click the chat bubble at the bottom right or DM me and ask me, hey, Ori, what's the best crystal? The best thing that I recommend for you is that there is a chat bubble on that bottom right. You see that? You see that? And you can ask a question. Hey, Ori, what crystal for da-da-da-da-da? And the thing about it is I can send you the crystal directly, all right? Because I'm about to get off, and I think it's easier if I do it for you that way. So everybody click the link in my bio, manhurst.com, and comment in that chat bubble so I can send it to you directly, and I can give you the discount code. All right? I love you guys, and